This informational video is stored on My English Professor at YouTube. I am Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, your friendly teacher guide. All right, what is the topic of this video? It is understanding what we're doing in our English 101 class, which means explaining the workshopping the essay policy, which is based on this premise. You will be a much better writer at the end of the semester than at its beginning or middle. All right, let's find out what we're doing in our English 101 class. We'll proceed. To do so, I need to explain the workshopping the essay policy, which is what we're going to be doing. Let me read it to you. Read with me as I read. At the end of the semester, you will write a term paper that you will submit online. All class writings can be used in the term paper as long as they are integrated smoothly and logically into the paper. If you complete all writings and related assignments and earn a higher grade on the term paper than on previous writings, then all lower grades will be dropped and the term paper grade will become your class grade. Okay, so how are we going to enact this policy? Well, let's answer this question first. What is a term paper? It is a lengthy essay, 7 to 10 pages, about a specific topic that students study over the course of a semester. It includes research aspects, quotes from a variety of credible sources. Credible is believable, authoritative, trustworthy, from credible sources. These quotes include data, anecdotal evidence, and expert testimonials. What is data? Data is facts, statistics, and surveys. Anecdotal evidence, what is that? People's accounts of their experiences related to the essay topic. And what are expert testimonials? They are the thoughts and ideas about people with proven expertise in relation to the essay topic. And of course, these thoughts and ideas are about the essay topic. Okay, what is our English 101 term paper topic? It is, what is the cause or causes of low student success rates in the U.S., and what is the solution or solutions to this problem? Okay, how are we going to enact the workshopping the essay policy with this English 101 term paper topic? Let's find out. What are we going to do in the 16 weeks? Well, we basically have 2 steps that we're going to cover, and let me go into them now about how we're going to enact this workshopping the essay policy. Okay, step number 1. Read, discuss, and write about standard obstacles to student success presented by teachers who are not adequately trained to be effective educators or are unwilling to be so. Students who do not know how to or are unwilling to be autodidacts, people who are able to learn via the study process. School districts and the curriculum they mandate, which may not prepare students for college level work and or require students to learn skills that they will never use in their careers. Parents who are not actively involved in their children's education, who think that the teaching learning process concerns only teachers and students. They may love their children, and of course they probably do. They watch TV with them, they go on outings to Disneyland, but they are not actively involved in their children's education. So that would be an obstacle to student success. What's another obstacle? A standard obstacle is poverty, which forces students to work full-time or part-time while they attend school and thus decreases their chance for academic success. And by poverty, it doesn't mean we're starving to death, but we may live below the poverty line. We don't have a lot of money in our family. It's a big sacrifice for somebody not to be bringing in income. Okay, another obstacle to student success is institutional racism, which often, but not always, is an underlying cause of poverty and may result in an inadequate primary and secondary, elementary school, middle school, and high school education. and we'll learn what institutional racism is in this class. We'll discuss it at length. Another standard obstacle to student success, high tuition costs, which force students to rack up student loan debt, beginning their adult lives at a financial disadvantage. And our last obstacle, a standard obstacle to student success, politicians who do not fight for adequate teacher salaries, reduced class sizes. Did you know that the average class size in the LAUSD is 33 to 43 students? That's a lot. These politicians also don't fight for sufficient resources for students, tutoring, all the things they need, and regular and comprehensive teacher training, which teachers need and they deserve. Okay, so that's step one. What's step two of this process of our workshopping the essay and writing the term paper? Let's find out. You will scaffold or build your term paper from the writings that you completed during the semester, as long as you integrate them smoothly and logically into the paper. However, you will not be able simply to copy and paste all your writings together into a term paper. You will still need to do some writing, weaving together the parts of your term paper into a coherent whole, a paper that makes sense. But the majority of your research about the term paper topic will be complete a few weeks before the semester ends. So the bulk of your work will be done. And of course, I will guide you in the scaffolding process, building your term paper by teaching you how to develop a rhetorical focus and an annotated outline for your term paper, which will greatly assist you in organizing your writings into a cohesive term paper, a term paper that makes sense. All of its parts fit together into a cohesive whole, into one unit. Okay, and of course I will teach you what a rhetorical focus is and teach you all about the annotated outline. All right, so this is the workshopping the essay policy, and I'm going to read it one more time to you. At the end of the semester, you will write a term paper that you will submit online. All class writings can be used in the term paper as long as they are integrated smoothly and logically into the paper. If you complete all writings and related assignments and earn a higher grade on the term paper than on previous writings, then all lower grades will be dropped and the term paper grade will become your class grade. Okay, this guy inspired me in my workshopping the essay policy. His name is Paulo Freire. He's from Brazil. I'm pronouncing it in American accent, Paulo Freire, but he's a wonderful educator, and he inspires me greatly in my teaching. Paulo Freire taught me to implement these policies. So both the workshopping the essay policy and the term paper topic, what problems cause low student success rates in the U.S., and how these problems should be resolved, are inspired by Freire, as I said, who inspires teachers to, number one, focus on helping students master learning objectives and abandon traditional pedagogical practices if they do not aid in this aim. So traditional teaching and grading practices, such as having you write 5 essays, I grade them all and I average your grades. I don't do that because I'm inspired by this man, Paulo Freire. And he also teaches me, number 2, to pose problems to students when I teach. And these problems will enable them to be active and not passive participants in the learning process. I don't want to take on the I talk, you listen teacher mode, which is very traditional. I want a different pedagogical practice that Paulo Freire has taught me, and that's to pose problems to you that allow you to think and ask questions and take some control. And of course, that's important. Here is the works cited for Paulo Freire, what inspired me so much, particularly the philosophy of education, chapter 2 in his book, Pedagogy of the Oppressed. He wrote this in 1968, and it is a standard for all teachers. Many of us love Paulo Freire and what he's taught us. Okay, so I am Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, your friendly teacher guide. This video has been all about understanding what we're doing in our English 101 class, which means, of course, yes, explaining the workshopping the essay policy, which is based on this premise right here. You will be a much better writer at the end of the semester than at its beginning or middle, which is why I practice workshopping the essay policy. And my thanks to Paulo Freire. I hope that this video has been useful to you. If you have any questions or concerns, definitely contact me in inbox or during my office hours, which are posted in the syllabus. All right, see you in class.